already seen terrible flooding out up in Clark County as well as down in Cedarville. That tornado this month has been filled with just some terrible weather, and it begs the question, are we prepared? Well, we are so lucky here in Dayton. For the first time, we are getting the Prepared and Spared Off the Grid Expo here at the Hara Arena Saturday and Sunday this week, and Angel is here with us, and you are here with the Expo. Tell us a little bit about it and what we can expect.
Well, the Prepared and Spared Off the Grid Expo was set up kind of as an afterthought to the storms that we have had of the past winter. We had a lot of folks go with power outages, we had water main breaks, we had situations where store shelves ran bare, and the average Miami Valley family just wasn't prepared. And so what we'd like to do is create a situation and an environment where the everyday family can go in, take a look around, gain a little knowledge, pick up the supplies that they need for the next storm, kind of like the tornado in Cedarville or the floods we had last week.
Exactly. It's things that we might not think are going to happen, but they already did this month. So it's not necessarily a huge catastrophic disaster, but something that you need to make sure you have your family prepared for, like a tornado. I mean, we had an F3, wasn't it, in Cedarville?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And, you know, thankfully nobody was hurt. But, I mean, we harken back to the days of the Xenia tornado. And how many lives could have been saved, for instance, with a storm shelter that is being provided by Granger ISS, which is one of our vendors, or people who just simply needed water, power, food, things to get by until help arrived. And that's what we want to set people up for, is for getting through the storm.
All right, Angel, thank you so much. We have Allie here, who actually is part of the company that built this shelter. Take a look at this. It is prepared for an F5 tornado, and it actually goes underground, right?
Correct. It's going to be buried pretty much up to the door frame. So what you will see in your yard is basically the door and the vent of the unit. Everything else will be underground.
Okay, let's walk up here because I'm really interested to see what this is like. So this is an underground shelter, and this is something that you can just have in your backyard to help you prepare for anything. And guys, you can't see it up here, but there's just a big hole in here, and somewhere it looks like seating for about, I don't know, 15 people?
Well, it's molded in seating. It exceeds FEMA standards for 6 adults, although you certainly can fit more in there in an emergency. Maybe not quite 15, but it depends on the size of the person and how many you can get in there. The fact of the matter is if you're in there, you're safe.
All right, this is so cool. Wow, we are so high. It's kind of scary. I'm afraid of heights. But this is something very cool, and remember, it does go in the ground. Now, the Prepared and Spared Off the Grid Expo is this Saturday and Sunday at the Hara Arena. Tickets are $12 and are available at the door.